Hello, everybody. I'm running into some technical difficulties here. I didn't realize that I was not live for like 1 minute. I'm just trying to get the vertical YouTube live to start up here, and for some reason, it is not. So why is that? Let's see. What if I were to stop that and then general? Portrait. What's up, The Tooth? Welcome back. Okay, if I were to how do I do this? Reload this? Activate. Okay, looks like we might have global chat showing up. Prime, remember to use layers this time. Yeah, hopefully I will remember that. Dude, what is going on with this? Why? Okay, everything looks kind of good over on horizontal YouTube. Vertical is just not streaming. I don't know what. Okay, wait. So let's go to output. Okay. I'm going to not do that. What is going on with this? Portrait. Oh. Do that. I think vertical is alive. If you guys are in the vertical stream right now, let me know that everything's working. Okay, how do I get my... Okay, wait, this works kind of. Let's have that go there. Okay, it is working over on vertical. That's good to hear. Now I just need to boot up TikTok. Mute audio. Okay, wait, this is interesting. Let's just go live over there. This is no longer the test stream. The command block. Finishing the command block. Sorry for the delay here, guys. We should be good to go in like a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm just waiting for some people to hop into our TikTok live. Yes, I did put on music. How, by the way, how is the music working? Like, do I have the volume like mixed well or what? If I need to turn the music down or turn the music up or turn myself up or down, I can do that as well. In Photoshop, you can change the undo history limit. Yeah, I need to turn mine up to like 1 billion. Music is very quiet. Okay. Let me turn this up in OBS because it's kind of loud for me. Let's get like another song here playing. I just got some, you know, no copyright kind of something. So it's not just complete silence. Do we have anybody in the... Okay, we got some people in TikTok. How is audio... Can I get a confirmation that audio is working correctly in TikTok? Like, can you guys actually hear me? I suppose if they didn't hear me over there, they wouldn't exactly be able to tell me, huh? Here, wait. Let me, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so I can actually hear what I'm doing. Okay, all right, we got that. Okay, how do I... Audio is fine, Luis or Lewis? Only music. How about now? Can you guys hear my mic as well? Over on TikTok? Perfect. How is both people on TikTok and people on Red App, how is the audio balance on both of those platforms? Do we still need music? Sounds good to me now. I don't know if you fiddled with it. I did fiddle with it a little bit. I don't know how TikTok's gonna be though. So, okay. So, Prime, look at the skulk sensor. Yeah, don't. We're gonna ignore the skulk sensor. It's a little broken. YouTube's good. Sounds great. Okay, perfect. Now I just need to make sure we're doing okay over on TikTok. Well, people are hopping in the TikTok stream. Oh, okay, I am going to wait. Let me just double check this is okay. Would be better with music. Do you? I mean, I don't know. People were complaining that it was quiet last stream, man. I can do what people want, but you guys gotta let me know what you want. But yeah, I obviously can't do like copyrighted music. I don't really know what you guys expect. Okay, I need to find a way that I can see chat. I switched up. The chat should be a lot better this time if you were around for my bizarre stream the other day. I just need to make sure that there's a way that I can actually read it. I think, wait, let me test that that's live. Okay. Okay, I need to... How do I get this stream in a place that I can actually see what's going on? That is my priority at the moment. Large chat delay, that's just YouTube. YouTube's always gonna have that. TikTok chat isn't showing in the global chat. Oh, good call. Let me try to fix that real quick. Okay, stop. We're gonna stop that. Connecting. Okay, I'm gonna try to reconnect over on TikTok. Okay, looks like TikTok may have connected. Okay, I see some 6-7s. That's how you know TikTok connected. Okay. It looks like we are kind of ready to go here. I'm trying to find a way to put the global chat in a place on my screen that I can see it so I can respond to you guys as best as I can. Again, I did switch the multi-chat app that I use, so multi-chat should be a lot better this time than it used to be if you've been in some of the other streams. It will now load message by message instead of in chunks, and the delay should not be as bad. There is about a 10-second delay over on Red app. That's just part of the app. There's really nothing I can do. If you really want super fast response times with the chat, you're gonna have to go to TikTok. I don't know why, it's way faster over there. But then of course, if you want to see the full screen, that is only available on Red app because it's not, you know, a vertical stream. Put your mic volume higher. It might be different depending on the app. If you are on Red app, let me know if my mic volume is too low. And then if you are on TikTok, I believe it's too low on TikTok, right? Oh my God, I can move it up by 300%. Very loud. Okay, is it better on TikTok now? I doubled my volume. Yes, says Royce. It's yep, Gingerbread Man. Okay, I don't need to turn it up higher. It's good at where it's at. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Again, I'm just sort of screwed with this chat, but it's just whatever it is. It's whatever, I suppose. I mean, let's see. I can do this. You should check if you can say. Yeah, I've just been trying to say Red app. I accidentally say YouTube all the time. I mean, who really knows? There is so much like paranoia on TikTok on what you can and can't say that like I really like, who actually knows? They've got a whole another dialect over there for saying like tons of different words. Okay, guys, so if you are just hopping into the stream, it's perfect timing because we are about to get started. I was just doing some technical issues. If you were here for the stream 2 days ago, we started working on the command block. Now, the command block is a little bit complicated because it is not just the command block. There are actually 3 different variations of the command block. And each one of these has multiple textures. We've got the top, which is this like a hexagon thing. We've got the back, which is a square. And then we have the side, which is an arrow. I think the direction, I'm not really, I don't use command blocks at all, but the arrow, I think points in the direction that the command block works. So we've got those variations for each of the 3 different types. Don't ask me what each type does. And then we also have the chevron variation. So to translate that, so far we've done the top, we've also done the bottom. So today we are going to be doing this side texture, we're going to be doing this chevron version, we are going to recolor it for the 3 different variations of the command block, and then we're going to get on to doing PBR, so we'll be able to make it reflective and 3D, and it should be pretty cool. The stream from the other day got a little out of hand. We stayed on for like 3 hours, so I'm hoping we can be a little bit more efficient this time. And I see somebody's complaining about spamming in the chat. Do we have a moderator active? I'm not sure. I think I saw it. Teeth, you were in here earlier, right? I can't tell if you were on horizontal or vertical. Oh, message deleted by the tooth. Okay, I see the tooth is active. Okay, cool. So we do have a moderator on Red app. And I don't know if we have one all over on TikTok, but TikTok's usually, you know, pretty stable. Okay, let us get into it. How many of you guys were here for part 1, or is everybody just hopping in? Part 1 was like probably 2 days ago. Kay was in here, Prism. Oh, NSB. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see. I wasn't looking at the global chat. Okay, good to see some people back. Thank you for the heart, Vance. Yeah, I know you're a mod, NSB. Glad to have you here, NSB. NSB is very happy about being a mod. I'm happy to have NSB. Thank you for the rose, Evan. Thank you, Vance, again. Just hopping in, perfect timing. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get too distracted by chat. It's always fun to see what you guys are yapping about. Okay, so if for those people who were in here last time, we what prompted me sort of giving up on the stream for the day is that this the border on this square was a little too big compared to the border on this square. That seems like a minor sort of non-issue, but for me, it's a big issue. So I think we'll be able to fix that really fast, and then using our square, we'll be able to convert it into this house arrow type thing. So let's bring over our square texture. There are multiple versions of this square because this is an animation. If you aren't aware, the little buttons on the command block, or I suppose lights, glow. So let's bring up our front texture. Now, our border here was exactly 26 pixels. And this one was, how much? 32. So I could perfectly align it with like where the outlines were, but I mean, to save us some time, this is already kind of a ridiculous thing to focus on. I am just going to remove, I believe it should be 6. I'm just gonna sort of cut it out of our little side here, out of the top and the bottom, and I'll while I'm just doing busy work like this, I'm gonna try to keep an eye on chat so you guys can, let me know how you're doing today. I was intending to be live earlier. I don't have a time that I've been going live so far. We went live at 4 p.m. last time, so I was or EST. So I was like, oh, I'll go live again at 4. But then I had to go to an eye appointment, and I figured they would be dilating my eyes. So I was like, oh, I can't stream while my eyes are dilated. So I wasn't going to stream today at all. I would have announced that I was. But then they didn't end up dilating my eyes. So I was like, okay, I'll guess another surprise stream. I know a lot of people are missing out on these because they're not showing up, but Dust says, I forgot you did live streams. I don't really. This is like the, there's only been a couple of these so far. Okay, you're able to change the undo limit in Photoshop. It's in the history states under the performance preferences. Scarfy, I'm going to take a picture of your message here, and I'm going to mess with that after stream. Because I'm not trying to dig through settings right now, but that could be very helpful. Okay, so 26. Okay, perfect. Now I can just take this, and because only the lights are changing, if I select everything except the lights, I can just copy it down for each other frame of our animation. I just have to, it looks like there might have been, yeah, we want anti-aliasing off. We don't mess around with anti-aliasing in this pack. NSB, yeah, if you, I mean, I like having you over on YouTube, but if you also want to mod on TikTok, I don't know if there's a TikTok mod in here right now. I don't think so. I think I only have like 2 mods over on TikTok. So yeah, I mean, if you want, I don't know if you'd want to do both. Oh, Ray is here. Okay, perfect. So TikTok's handled for now. I'm going to create a little group chat for us moderators at some point so we can kind of figure that out, like who's going to be on what platform. But for now, I mean, as long as we have like 1 person in each one, it's really not that big of a deal. You can hop on both if I need, JVG. Yeah, I think for now I think we're good, but yeah, I'll I don't, did I mod you? I don't remember. Well, I'll handle the mod stuff after stream today. Thank you for the $5, Ethan's Drawings. Let me see how I can view that. So he said, hi Prime, nice to see you streaming today. I'm a huge fan of your work and I wish you the best of luck. How's your day going today? Thank you very much, my friend. My day is going well. Like I mentioned, I just, got my eye, I went to an eye appointment. I wear contacts, fun fact. Other than that, that was about my day. I did a bunch of I've been working all day. I've been doing Prime Mod stuff, but it's all been like behind the scenes sort of thing, nothing recording. This is the first actual content that I've done. Okay, I am going to reset this. There will be a little bit of a lag spike as always. Hype map today also? Yes, we will be doing the hype map today. Pack looks fire. Thank you, Gmos. Okay. Subtle change. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's ever gonna notice. But that border is now the same as this border. So that means we can accurately move on to our side texture. Let me bring that up. I gotta remember not to look too far away from my mic because I do that a lot. Prime, have you done Redstone Dust yet? Yes, I have. I could show it off in a sec, but yes, I have. I haven't done a whole lot of redstone stuff. I don't know if this counts as a redstone texture. Probably not. I've done the repeater, the redstone block, pistons as well. Those are pretty cool textures. But yeah. Looks like somebody might be spamming a bit. If we can take care of that guy. Over on Red App. All right. What is that on vertical or? Yo, Taga RUL, I'm gonna mute you, brother. The emojis actually aren't too bad, but it just, looks bad on the global chat. Okay, so let's paste this. Let's see, we've got our arrow here. We've got our square. So, what did I do here? I'm gonna move this to here. And then we have to find a way to turn this into this shape. So I'm gonna cut this out of here so we can actually line it up correctly. Because if you don't know, this panel is not centered in the vanilla texture, but we centered it in our texture because we're working at a higher resolution, and also Prime's HD textures is awesome. So I just need to move it over. There we go. It's a little bit unaligned, but it lines up with this texture. Zach says, could you make the buttons emit the lowest level of light? Yes, that'll be, I'm hoping we're going to get around to doing PBR today, but yeah, we'll be making the buttons emit some light. So that should be cool. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? What I can do is, I can cut this out a little bit. Okay, so we can start from here, and then here. I think that'll be the top of our, this looks like it lines up with the top of this sort of shape we've got here. Also, somebody say it's better with music. I'm glad. I'm not really sure what my options are as far as music, but I just found kind of a no copyright playlist I could throw in here, so we're not sitting in complete silence. Okay, so let me do a color that I can see. So that is going to be the top of our triangle. And then I'm going to add a stroke to this because we want that bevel to go up the sides. Actually, wait, before I do that, it looks like this was not made perfectly straight because it's kind of hard to eyeball that sort of thing. Sometimes I get it perfect, but in this case, I'm like a pixel off. Oop. Yo, caught you live, Conan. Yeah, I will be, actually announcing when I'm going to be on stream. Probably in the next one. Probably, I need to figure out a schedule. I also need to figure out what time you guys kind of want me to be live. I've just been doing sort of afternoon streams like this if I'm in EST. So if you are near there, this is afternoon. If you are not, this could be any time, I suppose. But I figured I'm not a big stream watcher, so I don't know when like the meta time to go streaming is or when people expect to stream. I also imagine a lot of my viewers are probably still in school, so I don't want to do it like during the day. Looks good so far. Good. Okay. So I'm going to add this stroke now that I just touched that up a bit. 26 pixels. We are not going to make it inside. We're going to make it outside. Let's rasterize this and cut this out. This is just creating the top of our little shape here. And then I'll of course be able to, I'll be able to copy it down for all the other ones. Let's line this up like this. I think having it, I don't think I want to do a rounded angle there. Yeah, because we've been keeping this, actually wait. Yeah, we've been keeping this sharp on the edges, so I'm not gonna like switch that up, and it's gonna be sharp on this one as well for now. Will the pack be compatible with Fresh Animations, Scarfy? I would love it to be. I'm not really sure what I have to do for that to work. I don't know if I have to contact the creator of Fresh Animations, which I could do. I am in contact with plenty of creators, but or if it's something I have to add, I'm not sure. But yeah, Fresh Animations is obviously awesome, so I'd love to support it. Right now, I love the schedule since it's kind of right after I finish work. Perfect. So I am now needing to fill in these two so I've got the new shape of our thing here, but we need to fill this in. And I'm trying to think of the best way to do that. I could kind of do it by hand, I suppose. Oh my God, not like that. If we merge this down, I know the guy who warned me about doing layers earlier in the chat is like cringing right now, but hopefully I don't regret that. It's just easier to do like bucket fill type stuff when all the layers are together. 8-Bit Bunny says, has Prime done any low-res pixel stuff in the past? I actually have. Never as a resource pack, but I've done it. There was an indie game that I was working on. If you guys are in the Discord, there's still channels for it. It was called Aeolian. You can still play it. You guys can download it actually. But all the pixel art in that game was done by me. And you know, I honestly, for as how not pixelated this pack is, I don't think I'm too bad at pixel art. Prime, this is important. Please look, in Minecraft Story Mode, the buttons are actually shown in bright indented lights. Yes, we looked at that last stream, actually. Somebody pointed that out, and they were lighting up. So we are definitely going to light ours up. All right, I'm just filling in these colors so we can make a new background around this thing, which I believe was how many pixels wide? 27. Wasn't this supposed to be 26? If it's 1 pixel off, I'm sorry. I don't care. We're not gonna fix that. What's this one? Was this one also 27 or 26? Okay. So let's add, oh, actually I do need this to be another layer. Copy that, add our stroke for 26. And then, well, we kind of need it to not be black so I can actually see it. Let's make it white. Okay, this is going to become that outline. Let's rasterize that. And then all of our little outlines here, all the different lines we have should be coming together. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so then all we really have to do is fill this in here as well. And things are starting to actually come together here. This and actions and stuff would go hard. Actions and stuff, is that a Bedrock That's Bedrock, right? NSP, thank you for 1440p 60. Yes, we are now streaming in 1440p. I tweaked all of my stream settings actually. So if audio sounds better and perhaps video sounds better, that's why. Video sounds better. Video looks better. Yeah, and we are at 1440p if you guys are watching on Red App Horizontal. Yeah, okay, people are saying it is on Bedrock. I'm not too familiar with the Bedrock world. I haven't exactly broken in there yet, but so I don't really know how much compatibility like works over there. I know things are a little bit more structured. On Java, it's kind of like the Wild West. Everyone just sort of does whatever they want, but on Bedrock, it's a little bit more like official. Wait, wow, the 500 guy, is he in chat? Who was the one that sent me 500? Donations don't work. They should work now. Yeah, somebody sent something earlier. I love watching your texture videos, but my computer would implode if I tried using it. Yeah, I think the hardest part is that if you really want the full, experience of using the pack, you have to use shaders, and shaders are just like tough to run. But if you're able to run shaders and the full res of the pack is like messing you up, you can still, there are a bunch of different resolution options. 32x is obviously, the free one, but, yeah, there's everything in between 32x and, the full one. Prime after this, hop on Discord. I might. I gotta set up some group chats. Yeah, if you guys aren't in my Discord, it is discord.gg/Prime Mods, all one word. Okay. And yeah, everything I'm doing right now, I'm just, filling in this outline for the shadow here. Hardest part about this was honestly just converting that square into this shape and making sure everything like lines up, but it's kind of coming along nicely. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh, let's fix that. Oh, 9090. Yes, I'm here. I was the one who donated 500. Were you able to get your 500 back? I was trying to check my analytics this morning. It gives me such little information, but I didn't think I saw it in there. Yeah, if you guys weren't here for the secret stream, 9090 accidentally sent me $500. It's pretty great. Okay. Let's see. So, let's see how the lighting. It looks like there's some highlights there. You see these lighter pixels are like on top of this thing. This color is that. So this is gonna be that, and then we have to get a bit of a highlight. So if this is if this is what, 16, how many pixels wide is this thing? Probably like 14. Okay, let's generate ourselves, or we can make it straight. That could be, a technique. No, we're not gonna do that. That would look weird. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and then add a stroke, and we'll make it, I want it to be the same thickness as the rest of these highlights, which I believe was 16 or 17. What did I just say? I kind of forget. 17. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It'll appear in the bank statements at the end of the month. Won't it all be live for that long? I guess. Yeah. I already was texting you on Discord, but just keep me in the loop. I want to make sure you get everything you need, and thank you for the $5 as well. Okay, what are we thinking here? 17? I think it was 17 or 16. Make it glow bright, please. Yep, we will be making it glow, but that'll be the last thing that we do because we have to finish the texture first. Okay. This seems wrong. That looks like it needs to be bigger. I think it was 18. Love your work. Have some great British pounds. Thank you, Bluish, for the 2 great British pounds. Why am I like tweaking? I feel like this is not the same like width. And it's just sort of a pain to like go back and forth. 20. That looks right. He's British, get him. Is there anybody in here who's from a, you know, non-major country? That'd be kind of cool. I am in the US, if you probably couldn't tell by the way that I sound. Okay, this looks like the exact same width. Steam Bless, thank you for the 22. I don't know what. Wait, let me see. I don't know what currency that is. Vertical stream is zoomed in and too low. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry for everyone who's been sitting on either of the vertical streams. Jeez. That was bad. Whoa, man, I don't even know how many viewers we have. 45 people on TikTok and 90 people on Red App just got their stream fixed. Thank you for the heads up on that. Bosnia, Portugal, Canada as a non-major country. Maybe, I don't know. Since I'm in the US, I mean, Canada is like, it's just like so close, but I wonder if you were like in another part of the world, maybe Canada wouldn't seem that major. I don't know though. Is everything looking better on TikTok and vertical as well? Okay, this is done, by the way. So I kind of like low-key deleted that. Prime, you missed a $50. Oh my gosh. Did I? On where? Horizontal? Oh yeah. Man, setup tour right now. For 50 bucks, I feel like I kind of have to, right? Setup tour. I don't know the best. Thank you 9090. Who's? One sec, guys. One sec. Man, yeah, that is. How does one miss a 50? The problem is I've got 3 streams up, so. I gotta fix my chat, man. I can't be missing out on this kind of important stuff. Yeah, it just, the way that you guys see it, it doesn't look as clear to me when I see it. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna put this here. Okay. Okay, I can see everybody. Man, setup tour. I'm just I don't know how I can do that because my camera, I have like a DSLR camera up there, and it's like put a stream on your phone so you can focus on multiple streams. That seems a little difficult to do. I'm not sure if I can do it this stream. I might have to do it in another stream when I'm a little bit more prepared for something like that. Things are not set up for it. I gotta keep these streams in a place that I can actually. Thank you for the $13.99 Xanax for real. Hopefully I don't get sniped by TikTok for saying that. But Onion. Dude, is Onion just gonna be like a meme in our streams forever? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just messing with the chats here. This will probably take a couple streams for me to like get right. Also, I missed it's Aljav's donation. Thank you for the 199. It's okay. It just looks super close. I think he was talking about earlier. Okay, back to where we were. Yeah, I'm gonna copy over what I did and actually reset this file because I completely overwrote what was going on. If I can't move my camera, move my room. Yeah, I don't think it would work. My camera's like plugged into my PC. It's screwed into a mount. Like it's kind of a thing. If it was easy, I'd be doing it right now. 909, take a video on your phone and send it to me on Discord. I can do that. I will, I'll do that. Maybe I can actually post. I can post a setup tour like video after this stream. Somebody's asking about the blue dot on the mod menu and why it's untextured. Well, that's because it's not actually a vanilla texture. That is technically a modded texture. So, and I believe that's that shows up in Fabric, I think. So I'd like to add it because, I mean, if you're using this pack, you're using it with probably Fabric, but technically it's not vanilla, so it just hasn't been prioritized. Okay, is this the correct thing? Let's see, that 32. Okay, now I just need to make sure our outline here is looking good, which should just be like this. Oh, I see some people saying that that a button is missing. That was probably an old chat, but yeah, that was a little bit of an accident. So this is that. I'm trying to figure out if this is all the same color. Oh no, but it is slightly darker. So we'll put this here. Okay, so now our bevel is done, I believe, and all we have to do is copy it down. We'll actually copy everything on this layer except for the buttons because we want the buttons to continue to change colors. And if you guys were not in the last stream, we did a quick little vote on oh, those are actually I forgot that we have a misaligned thing. We did kind of an improper vote on whether the buttons or these lights should be square or round, and we settled on square. So if you're looking at this and you're like, wow, those should have been round, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should have been there for the vote. I'm just kidding, but okay, wait, somebody said the lights in the first one are the wrong colors. Is that true? Oh, they are. Yes, thank you for the heads up. Zan's for real, test streams are moneymakers prime, so when you're at rock bottom, you know what to do. Thank you for the $14. And that stream was crazy. Were you in that stream? Are you talking about the black stream? That was bizarre. Okay, yeah, I need to make sure that, wait, did I fix this without like thinking about it? Did I just turn my brain on? Okay, no. This is incorrect, yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I didn't see who said it, but whoever pointed out that this was still the color from the square one, thank you. That would have been weird. I wouldn't have known what was wrong with the thing. Man, $5 for 99 guys. The pack is free for the 32x pack. Thank you again, 9090. And yes, it is. The 32x resolution of the pack is free. Okay, so okay, that looks correct. This looks correct. This looks not correct. I'm just making sure these lights are lining up because that is actually the only part of this animation. Oh, something's wrong here. I might have stopped halfway when I was on this one. What is going on? Why am I not able to, like... I just have a lot of layers going on right now, I guess. I'm getting, like, mixed up. Okay, and then our final frame here is going to be this one. 9090, can I have mod now? I think we're kind of good on mods right now, but if you've been here pretty often, I'm going to be basically modding people on whether, like, how often they show up to streams, especially when it might be a little bit more official when when I have an actual stream schedule, because then I can have people modded for, like, different times. Somebody said the lights must be smooth squares. We did briefly consider that. The problem is I try to stay away. Smooth squares seem like an obvious solution to many of the textures in the pack, but I try to stay away from it because they just look like squares from a distance. So it's just a little bit awkward. Okay, let's refresh this, shall we? I'm still trying to juggle the chat over here. I'm trying to get everything in a place that I can see it all. It's just sort of difficult. I'm sorry, guys. Ratman says, do you make the 32x separate or do you just downscale it? I downscale it. Uzi Cloud, what software do you use for the texturing and the depth? I use, you'll see if you stick around in the stream, we're going to be getting to that very shortly here because this is done. So our command block is actually textured on all sides now. And now the only variation we have left is this guy, which is the, I'm not even sure. Is this conditional? Yeah, the conditional variation. So that is going to be the last texture that we're actually going to work on as a texture, which will be great. If you stuck through all 4 hours of working on this block at this point, I'm sure you're ready for us to move on to something a little bit more fun, like working on the PBR stuff. Bread Chris, I use Photoshop. Okay, let me keep both of these right here. You know what I really need? I need one of those like skinny monitors that I can put like on the side of my monitor to just put the chat on. That'd be kind of great. Okay, so let us do the conditional version now, the conditional side. Let me pull that texture up, and then I imagine we're going to be using the side that we just did as a base for this. Hi, nice shoot. I'm doing great. Prime, did you ever look at my doc? Are you talking about the doc that has all the different textures in it? And if so, yes, I have. I think even before we had talked, I had commented on that. I think it's super, super handy, and I think it's really awesome that you did that. I have a 24-inch that flips vertically and works great for chat and OBS. Yeah, I think I need more monitors, man. If you guys can see my second monitor, it's hilarious. I have the Red app horizontal, the Red app vertical. I have TikTok. I have the multi-streaming app. I have OBS. I have Spotify. And then I have folders for bringing up the textures. Is making texture packs your job, or do you have a side job? Nope, this is it. So yeah, most days, this is what I'm doing all day. Which, so because of that, I mean, again, streaming, it's something I'm trying out, but I would be able to stream very often, maybe even every day, or, you know, like 5 days a week or something, because I just have a lot of time. And yeah, yes, I'm using Photoshop. Okay, so Let's take this. We won't have to mess around with any colors. It looks like this uses the exact same colors as our under one, but what we have to do is just add this like notch to it, it looks like. So I'm gonna kind of do what I did the first time. I'm gonna turn down this transparency and I'm gonna line this up perfectly. Oh my God. There we go. And then we just sort of have to trace out what this is going to look like. It looks a little bit flat, unlike the top. So it looks like it's going to go up and then there'll be a flat bit and then it'll come down again. I think this could potentially look good if I flatten this out. And then how high should I make it is the question. All the way up? No, it seems to go down a little bit. So maybe there, and then maybe... I could make these a point, but I think I'm going to make them like flattened out. I think that would just look better. I don't really want it to be like a true point. So let's create this shape here. Yeah, I did unlist a lot of my old videos, and it was just because they were a little bit outdated in their style, and I knew that I'm going to be making a lot more long form style, so I wanted everything to be kind of consistent. 9090, thanks for the $2. What 5080 do you own? I own the TUF Tough one. It's the overclocked one as well. Okay, this looks a little bit wrong. Okay, that angle looks better. Should probably make it so the top gap and the bottom gap are the same size. I'm kind of understanding. This is better. I can now see your whole screen and not just the texture. Yeah, if you guys are watching on any of the vertical streams and you want to stick around a little bit longer, then I know some of you guys are just passing through, like especially on TikTok. But if you guys want to see the entire screen, best place for you to do that is over on Red App, and because I'm able to, stream horizontally. Well, then I'm hyped for the upcoming long form stuff. Yeah, a lot of it so far, I'm working with my editor, is going to be using a lot of stream footage. So not only will you get to see it, you may even be in it. Yeah, if you guys are active in chat, if you've seen some of my newer videos, I take stuff straight out of the live stream. So yeah, if you guys are active in chat, you may show up in the videos. Okay, I think this looks like a good interpretation of that notch. I think yeah, I think that looks good, which really just means we're gonna be able to kind of crop this out. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I guess we could just merge it down. 9090, what is Red App? Thanks for the $2. It is the app you are on right now. I just can't, or I just try not to say it because I know that I'm also multi-streaming on TikTok, and I know that it can be a little bit finicky over there on what you can and can't say about, oh, I merged this to the wrong layer. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay above board, I suppose. Command block looking clean. Good job, Prime. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I just got to take this chunk out of this panel here. So we'll get that out, and then I will have to create another outline here, I guess. Um, 26 was our size for the outline, and then I'll just, add that in here, and then what I can do is go back here and boom, now we have an outline for that little bottom notch section. This does look a little bit weird though, how these lights like touch that edge. Oh, because there's no lights in the actual one. That makes sense. You guys think maybe I should have like moved it up or make it a little bit wider? It just looks kind of off. You know what I'm saying? Am I nitpicking here? Looks fine. Says Half-Life 3 tomorrow. It looks fine. Okay. I was thinking about making it like slightly wider. It just needs the bottom outline. Yeah, maybe it'll look a little bit. Yeah, I think it'll look a little bit better once that gets in there. You're right. I think it should go up a bit and be a bit wider. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Move it up. Move it up. Okay. Let's see. What's the best way for me to do this? First of all, we can make it. Making it wider is pretty easy. I just sort of drag it over. Maybe like that far. How many pixels was that? And then I can take this side and move that one over. I just got to make sure these are the same width. So what? This is a gap of 19 pixels, and this is a gap of 20 pixels. We'll move this over one more, and then just start to fill these things in. Get that purple in there. Okay. That looks a little bit better, I think. And then we should move it up. Is that what you guys are saying? Bye, Prime. Have a great stream and a greater day. Thanks for coming by. Move it up. This is goated for real. Okay. I guess I should move it up a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that without, you know, like remaking everything here. I guess I could just do a little bit of that, and then, maybe not that high up. I guess I could have it sort of match with the outline right there. Okay, and then we have this side. This will look better once I actually like kind of fix it up. Oh, that is wrong. So that, if I did this right, should be, yep, I've moved it up perfectly 45 degrees. Layers Prime. Yeah, I'm kind of an anti-layers kind of guy. I like to live life on the edge with no regrets, as they say, and plenty of mistakes. Why don't you use Illustrator? I think I answered this last stream, but although my pack does look like it could be like vector arted, it's actually just better to do it in, I'm not really sure what you'd call something that was not vectored. It's called like bit something. I kind of forget the term. But it's just a little bit easier. Also, there's a lot of tools in Photoshop that I like to use. And if I need to do like little tweaks like this, it's just like easier to do in Photoshop. Raster, yes. Thank you, Joe Hayes. Okay, I think you guys were right. I think this outline looks like it's in a lot better place. So now we just need to actually like make, oh yeah, I think somebody, I know one of you guys pointed this out earlier. I glanced at it in the chat about making the edges like sharp. And I bet you were talking about that. A bitmap or raster. Yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, I think I was thinking of bitmap. Xanax, ever since last stream when you gave me that cat, I'm now committed to tame the very same cat you gave me. Thank you for the $13.99, my friend. Yeah, we had, did you change your you changed your YouTube name, didn't you? I forget, what was it last time? I'm now getting it confused. Xanax will not out donate me. Thank you, 9090. Please inhale less. Guys, is my inhaling like bad? Guys, let me know if like my breathing is bad. I can maybe mess with my mic later. So we just asking bro not to breathe, I guess. I'm gonna start holding my breath. Okay, so this looks like this is probably the lighter angle here. No, you're just breathing. Okay. Okay. Glad I'm not like crazy breather. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Now we can take this, and I believe there is another little gray shade hidden in here. Yeah, this one, which we can use for that bottom face. Okay. There we go, guys. We have... Boop, boop. Oh, I forgot. This freaking this purple version. We gotta fix the purple. Which will just be like... Yeah, just moving these lines up, I guess. Although it's a little bit weird, actually, because the other ones, they just sort of go inwards, so I can just extend the lines. But this one actually will expose a little bit of this middle square, if you guys can kind of picture what I'm saying. For legal reasons, everyone please keep breathing. Will the height map be slanted? If you've been following, you know I am anti-slanted height map. And the reason for that is mostly just cohesion across the pack. I know a lot of people would really like slanted height maps. I've tried it before. It creates a very different look. You would think it wouldn't, but it does. I think if you guys watch my Iron Door video, that might have been the only video where I actually showed a slanted map, and it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of wasn't it. Okay, I was thinking about making this, like I said, this one actually exposes that middle part. I was thinking of making it like one of these squares, but I'm not gonna lie, that looks a little weird, doesn't it? Having it dark, like maybe I should just keep it like light, I feel like. Thank you for the $10, 9090. Or should I say 9090? Don't keep the dark one, do dark. Guys, you're giving me mixed signals here. Yeah, the Iron Door was crazy back then. Something feels wrong now. Okay, so is it oh wait, you said don't do the dark. Okay. Okay, well, so then I think you should fix the border first. Oh my gosh, you are so right, Stellaris. I didn't fix the border. I'm like looking at this and I completely forgot that I need to adjust the border. Wow. Okay. We got some weird, oh, this maybe, oh, we got some missing colors in here. So, okay, so we need to first get the shape of what this bottom border is going to look like. So if I copy this and then add our 26 pixel stroke there, rasterize that whole thing. We're going to chop off most of it because we only need this bottom one. And then if we merge this down, and then we can just kind of fill this thing in. Now I can make this line up. Okay. How are you feeling about that? Is that looking better? It is a little bit weird that it's such a tight fit right there, but I'm not really sure what we can do about that. I don't think we can. Oh. Wait, what is going on? Did somebody send another donation? Oh, my YouTube crashed. Wait, how is that not showing up? I'm a little bit confused. 9090, thank you for the $5. Yes, please say 9090. It was paining me. I'm so sorry for calling you what was I calling you? 9090? 9090. That's easier to say too. It looks okay. In like a good way, a little weird. It looks wrong without the middle tile. Sharp corners, please. feel like that one, it's the same thickness. Quick vanilla side by side. So this is the vanilla one, and then that's the, so there is a darker color in there. I'm just a little confused at how to implement it. Add the middle tile. Guys, 1 for try to add the middle tile, or 2 for just leaving it as it is. In the chat. 1 middle tile, leave it 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, okay. You guys, or I don't know, it's a little bit mixed, but it, my mouse just died. Plug this in. Sounds like, yeah, sounds like you guys want me to add that middle tile. Okay, so what is our best way of going about that? Well, actually, I suppose it would be doing this. So, okay. So then this goes there, and then this goes there. I think that would technically be the middle tile. Maybe how far is this? If I select this border, boop, 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 and then we just move that up here, that would mean it's just a couple pixels that would be exposed. Do we like that better? Yes, it's better. No. Bring a little bit down so it collides. Okay, I think that's a good idea. Let me bring this down a little bit, which we could do like that. And then we bring this one down. I like how people were just saying ew in the chat. Oh wait, I didn't really line this up right. Okay. Now we just gotta fill in all this madness. Which would mean this now goes like this. And then this goes like this. And then we can fill this in here and this right there. And then we can go right here and do boop, boop, beep, boop. Get that there. Oh, why is this 1 pixel off? Oh, man. What did I do here? What did I do wrong? This, we actually scoot over once. Okay, that wasn't too difficult of a fix. I just got to line that up. And then this is obviously off by a pixel now. 2 pixels, actually. So let's fill that in. Move it over actually slightly. Okay, so that is now brought down enough to collide. If we bring this there, I think it's an improvement. Nice shoot. Have you studied Photoshop or learned it by yourself? I just taught myself. This one is the most frustrating one, yeah. There's still the line between the tiles. You're missing colors. Which colors am I missing? I mean, we do have dark here, but what I was trying to do was show the tile underneath. So it's a little bit, because we've been using the darker colors for this color here, and that color doesn't really show up there. So it would be inconsistent for me to add the other colors. I mean, I can. The line is off. I think the thing that's making it look too weird is the middle pixel is too sharp. The 2 lighter tiles are elongated because the border is missing. They are, I mean, I made them just like connect as you might imagine that they do. Unless you mean that they should, I don't think they are perfect squares, but I don't think they were ever perfect squares. I think they've been rectangles this whole time. The border is not crossing correctly. Tiles aren't supposed to touch. Who says the tiles aren't supposed to touch? They're touching on the side of the block. Like if you have two of these textures side by side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. I think he's actually right. Yeah, there's supposed to be a border between each tile. Oh my God. You guys are so right. I totally forgot. We had a whole episode in the middle of last stream figuring out the fact that they don't yeah, the dark lines cross. Oh my gosh, you guys are right. They yeah. So yeah, these do not touch, which would mean if I quickly go and grab these, I can fix the, oh my gosh, I think we might be on a path to success here. So that means, wait, I can make this color, and then I can make this darker color, and then I can make this darker color, and it's still kind of odd looking, but maybe if I make this all dark. I'm gonna be honest, guys, even though this could technically be light, I think that's probably the best we're gonna get. Oh my gosh, so much better. No, go back to the lighter in the middle. Yeah, that definitely was the problem. That fixes everything. I love it. I think you should keep the light for consistency. Yeah, yeah, like I said, it would technically be light. I just feel like there's a lot of like, okay, what do we think? Do I keep it light here for consistency, or do I keep it dark just to make it like look cleaner, I guess? Light or dark? Make it light. Keep the lighter in the middle, light. Okay, light's staying. Okay, I think we're in a good place with this. Thank you guys for your help here. I would have, if I was alone, I would have been staring at that forever and had no idea what was the problem. Okay, so I think we're good to go as far as this. There isn't anything else that we're really missing. So now, fun part, I get to copy this without the lights, and we're gonna move it. Is that, I think the lights, okay, the lights are the same as they are on the normal one, so I can actually just move this down, and I don't believe I have to change any light colors. No, not at all. Remember to fix the square under it? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, so we are now, I think that's it. I think we're done with this side texture. Oh, I deleted the wrong layer. Okay, let us hop back into game. Fix the square shadow below the white panel. Square shadow below the white panel? Tiny bit in the middle style too. Hide the textures. The shadow. Wait. You guys keep talking about the shadow. I'm just gonna double check. White panel. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can't lie. Fix the square shadow underneath it. What? I'm confused. The tile below the white panel. What's the white panel? You missed 1 pixel of shadow at the left leg. 1 pixel of shadow? What are y'all talking about? Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants 5587. I also have no idea. One of the darker tiles has a square shadow. Darker tiles. Oh, this thing? I think this is what you guys were talking about. Make the triangle tan in the center. Are you guys talking about this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are so right. Yes. I'm glad I got like 1,000 pair of eyes on this, because yeah, I didn't see that. I thought you guys were losing your minds. Okay, so yeah, we'll quickly fill this in. Shadow on the bottom light panel. That makes sense. I was like, these panels don't have shadows. What are we talking about here? Okay. I definitely thought chat was losing their minds too, yeah. Okay, now back in chat, so, you know, a little lag spike. I see somebody who's kind of been spamming about if I made a PvP texture pack. I have not. We brain rotten over here on TikTok. I'm just glad everybody can chat together, you know? There was no lag. Wow. We're moving along. Okay. Guys, this is a big moment. We actually have all faces of the command block textured. We have the top face textured. We have the bottom face textured. We now have the side face textured, and we now have the side with the conditional state textured. So that means that since the base block is textured, we can recolor it for our different versions of the command block here, which will be pretty fun. It'll be a nice little break from having to draw. In fact, we aren't really gonna have to do any more like legit texturing like we've been grinding out these past couple, you know, steps. Like we've had to before. Actually, wait, I just want to give this one last look. We do have a little tiny notch in the top face. I'm just wondering if we should have that also on the sides, just to add a little bit of character to it. I might as well. It'll just take a second. Man, why does my stream pages keep crashing? PBR time, not quite yet, but once we're recolored, then yes, PBR time. You guys have had quite an amount of patience to make it through everything we've been doing. Okay, so little bit of thing there. Let's also put it there. This is just to, because we decided to put a notch on. Oh, wait, is that right? Yeah, we decided to put a notch, a little chunk out of this on. Wow, I'm really bad at lining this up. Let's do that. Oh, I just gotta make sure this is going, I just gotta make sure this little chunk is going in the right spot. There we go. We had one on the top, so I want one to be on the side as well. It is in a different spot, but just to make a consistent sort of aesthetic for this block. It also breaks up the sort of just flatness of everything. Something is wrong here. Why is that? Yeah, let's get rid of that little light pixel. I guess that was probably left over from us copying over the normal one. Okay, so we've got the side. Where should we put the notch on the side? So we've got that one. When I refresh it, will be down there, and then that one's like up there, and then we could put it in a similar place, I guess. I think in the same spot. You could be right. I just kind of I guess, yeah, no, I guess that makes the most sense if you really think about it. Since this is like a version of this one, it's not like the same thing. Did I do one on the bottom face? Probably not. Man, I keep forgetting how many how many faces? We've been doing this for a minute. Yeah, okay, we'll do that real quick here. So I'm gonna grab this from this one, and then I'm gonna put it right here. And then we can move it up and just do that on all of our frames of this animation here. Maybe different spots. I think I'll do different spots, but I'll do the same spot for this side one, just because the side one is like, I don't know if like in universe, you swapping it is like moving the thing around, it would technically be in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely do it for the bottom. Why the scratches? Just a little bit of extra detail. You think the bottom doesn't need one? I prefer the cleaner look. Well, we've got notches all over this texture. I think it's a little bit too late for that. Just don't look too close. We could do maybe a little double moment here. Trying to figure out the place that like makes it look like the most. Little that dark notch seems off. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I removed it. It just seemed a little weird. That one looks better. I was gonna try to get like 2 in here, but I don't know if that's easy really to do without it just looking weird. We could just do 1. I think that's good enough. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm not copying over these lights. It's the one thing that I can't copy over. Okay. So now we've got our side texture, our side conditional texture, and our bottom texture, and then I need to bring up our top texture. And now let's do green first, I guess. So here's our vanilla green textures. Let me just make these the correct size and index them and, you know, get them prepared for this recoloring. Image mode, RGB, there we go. Let's resize this one. Okay, and now we can just go ahead and copy. Wait, I'm missing one, aren't I? The bottom one? Yeah, here we go. So, okay, so now I can go ahead and paste in our greens because it's the exact same texture, it's just recolored. So we'll get these all in here. And what do we have left? Yes, the side. Now we just gotta do some color picking here. So I just gotta make sure I'm grabbing the right colors. If I have this on not that mode, it will do all of the same color at once. So it'll save us a whole lot of time. I basically just gotta go through each one of these. Whoops. Got this darker one here. We've got this. Huh. It looks like there's a bit of, okay, look, we've got it all recolored, but it looks like there's a bit of, you guys see how there's like this green there that isn't, Prime, the lights are different on other variants? You guys are smoking crack. Is that actually true? Wait, let me, no, they're the same lights. Prismarine, color scheme looks like Prismarine. So, okay, I'm not gonna lie. You guys see how this one has this lighter green color in there? And then, but we didn't have that in our normal one. And then if I look over in game, it also exists on the purple one. Like we've got that color right there, and we've got the green one right there. I bet you it also exists on the main command block, but it was just like too light of a color for us to notice. Check vanilla orange if it's there. I'm just betting it will be. It would be we kind of overwrote the vanilla orange. It would take me a minute to go and find a new one. Just follow your guts. Oxidized command block. Let me see here. I really am like kind of over texturing these different faces, man. So let's see. What does it look like up here? What? It doesn't exist on this one. Or on that, or I guess it kind of does. Command block. Wait a minute. I forgot. So there's we did do this little shadow, which lines up there. Was there a shadow on this one that we didn't do? Make TikTok louder? What part? All of TikTok? Let me make it a little bit louder. What, my mic? Here, my mic is now 300%. Let me know if that sounds all right over there. Yes, thanks. It's on. Okay, wait. Somebody just checked. It's on the main impulse one. What's the impulse? This is. Just leave it the way it is. Yeah, this is quite. Let me move all my windows around here. Let me try to pull up our vanilla assets. Minecraft textures blocks command. I feel like we might have missed it. That's probably what was going on. So here's our vanilla one. Yes, yeah, it does have the outline. I just didn't do it for some reason. What about the square? Square's got it down there. Oh, okay. So this is however many pixels this whole thing is. Oh no, wait. Yeah, this is like what, how thick is this? 14? So if I were to come, let's see what the square looks like. Okay, so it's just down there. If I were to grab this and move it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pixels. We can very quickly add that bottom shadow, which I believe lines up with the shadow there. Oh, man, my computer was getting some lag there. I wonder if you guys felt that. And then I can just copy this. Okay, I think that fixed it. Now we do have a similar situation. Actually, I can do this all at once. If I just select that and that and that and that and that and that, this will save us a whole lot of time. That, move it down, 14 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And fill it in. Okay, we've got our shadows. And then this one also has shadows up top for some bizarre reason. And if we go, maybe we'll do sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Huh, maybe we should do like an angle. I'm just a little confused at kind of how this one should be. Like that. I don't think that looks bad. Do a similar thing over here. You guys liking what I'm doing? I see that's horrendous. So, okay, Renatu is not a fan. Could be I like it. Looked better before. I think the thing is, it's just, you know, accurate. I think it also adds, the thing is, our original texture was very simple. So this is a little bit of detail from the vanilla texture that I guess we had just forgotten to include. Shadow looks fire, not gonna lie. Yeah, I actually really kind of like how this is looking. So, sorry if you're not a fan of the shadow. It is in the vanilla texture. We strive for authenticity here. Yes, we do. I like it. Okay. Okay, so that actually didn't take very much time at all. If I can just copy this, we can then go and add it to this block. And very quickly, we can continue where we left off. I was worried we'd have to spend more time working on this, but it was actually pretty fast. So I'm happy about that. Okay, this is wrong. That is not supposed to be there. Oh, what? There's a 1 pixel error here? That included in every frame? Gotta love it. Can't believe you guys didn't catch this 1 pixel. Somebody's asking if there's any other method of getting the texture pack. Patreon gives you trouble. I've heard similar things. Like some people are from countries that they can't use Patreon at. Currently, no. If you boost the server on Discord, you get access to the 64 resolution. So that's currently the really only other option. I'd like to add more support, especially for people in other countries, but it's just sort of a hard thing to do. So maybe in the future, but for now, I'm sorry, no. I've had people want to buy it in Bitcoin before. I forgot to move the pixel, my bad. Yeah, first warning, Archie period. You were responsible for that pixel. Whoa, yeah, I'm like, why isn't that lining up? It's because I'm putting it on the bottom one. By the way, did the fixes on the TikTok audio work? I messed with it a bit. Some people were saying it was too quiet. What if I just mail you £5 and send you a flash drive with the resource pack? That is an option. Are you gonna do anti-aliasing? No, I don't handle it. This is actually double the resolution of the highest resolution of the pack. So I just let the downscaling handle the anti-aliasing. I don't like do that by hand, I suppose. Is it possible to make this maybe as a resource pack or something on CurseForge? It is your lucky day, my friend. This is a resource pack, and it is on CurseForge. It's called Prime's HD Textures, so check it out. Keep forgetting we might have some people in here who have no idea what's going on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, shadow is in. Shadow is shadowed. Now I just go back here and I know which one did I do? This one. We're gonna delete this and go ahead and grab our fixed one. Copy this over here to the green. Where is it? We got a lot of tabs going on here. Okay. Now we just start swapping out these colors. The oxidized command block, somebody called it. Okay, that goes there. We got this color here. We got this one here. I'm just glad if each one of these variations of the command block had a unique texture, I might have quit. But luckily they don't. So we're just going to be copying and pasting stuff here. It's kind of a nice break. Okay, this is the top one. Get this one in here. Trying to read chat a little bit now that I'm just sort of pasting some colors for the time being, trying to respond to you guys. I gotta figure out a better way for me to look at chat, because I know I miss a lot of stuff. Like I was missing some donations earlier. It's just sort of hard, especially with, in fact, yeah, I missed a donation just talking about that from Xanax. How much is the texture pack in cat images? It is $1 Minecraft billion, but for you free. Why are the lights so square? We decided on them being square. Put it up to a vote. There was almost a civil war over the square versus circular ones. I think another 3-hour live is coming. How long have we been live? I can't really see. Command block minecart, command block minecart. The command block minecart uses the normal command block texture, so that is not a separate texture. Somebody's talking about the EULA. That covers modifications of the game, because Mojang is allowed to prevent people from redistributing like their property. But since this is effectively, since resource packs are basically the creator's own artwork, it's not owned by Microsoft. So that doesn't really apply here. But I know some mods have gotten in trouble for that. Speed things up here. What app do you use to use the designs? We are using Photoshop right now, although there are plenty of free alternatives. Photoshop is very expensive, so if you want to get into doing packs, don't feel like you need to buy your way in. So I'm supposed to be studying, but instead I'm here. You could study and listen, but probably not. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, man, I'm stupid. Wait, am I? I didn't paste in the new version. Yeah, I didn't paste in the one that had our fixed shadow on it. All that work on the shadow, and I didn't even put it in. Okay. Your biggest tip for people making texture packs, my biggest tip is to post videos on it. Like I do, because there are a lot of really cool packs out there, but I am pretty much the only creator that actually posts these type of videos. And it has helped exposure for the pack a lot. So I really recommend, honestly, if you're an artist of any kind, I think the absolute best decision you can make is to start posting on the internet. And I posted for a long time before I ever showed up in my videos. So if you are a little intimidated by that, you don't have to be in your videos at all. People even stream as VTubers and stuff. I just started getting into streaming though, very recently. Yes, we're making the Prismarine command block. The lights, the lights, the lights. Yeah, the color of the lights are different. Money. Thank you, Stefan, for the $10. The lights are different on the different colors. They are not different. I looked at them. You guys are tweaking. Oh, wow. My game is lagging. Oh, my God. Yeah, they are... They're the exact same. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I see the confusion here. Yeah, they are different on the blocks, but it looks like that it's probably they're the same colors. It looks like it's just the order of the frames, you know? So that the animations are like they're not like all synced up. You are right though. Lag. Yeah. Stream is lagging. Is the stream back to life? I can kind of pause here until it is. Getting a lot of lag. Not lagging on TikTok though. Lag is gone. Just waiting until we can confirm not lagging here. I think TikTok was fine. We good now? Okay, cool. It's lit, and after this, what block do you plan to do next? I don't really have a plan. One of my Patreon tiers, one of the higher ones, it allows you to make custom requests. So this is actually a request from one of my patrons. And I think I'm gonna keep working through those. So I'm trying to think what we have, like what is the next requested block? I'm not really sure. Ideally, I'm gonna stop doing these just random streams, and instead I'm gonna like actually like schedule streams. So next time I'll hopefully be like, oh, we're doing this block, so you'll know like what we're doing rather than me just like randomly picking something before the stream. Are you gonna stop with 512 and not do 1024? I have even stopped with 512. The highest version of the pack now is 256 because 512 can no longer boot on any cards less than higher tier Nvidia cards. Also, to the people pointing out that these colors are different, I am going to swap them right now. And even on a good card, like I have a 5080, the 512 was still lagging me out. So it just was impractical. And 1024, that would be ridiculous. You can, I mean, I've got a 4K monitor and you cannot tell the difference between 512 and 256. So yeah, definitely not 1024. There are 3 dark pixels below the arrow shape. You are right. That is odd. Maybe it's like a continuation of this. I feel like that looks kind of weird. No, Renatu, you cannot do mobs. We're just doing blocks and items right now. Do we include this darker thing? These darker pixels? That's just weird. Is that like only on this one? I'm a little confused. Is it supposed to be a shadow? It's just weird. It's like this little like X. It's just odd. No? I don't know how I'd make the front page. Wait, I kind of want to answer that. I thought that was a bit next. I don't know how I'd make the front page of my texture pack. Do you have any suggestions for it? Because I do want to publish my work in progress, but I have no idea what to do. The front page. Are you? Where are you talking about the front page? Are you talking about the front page on like Planet Minecraft or something like that? No, it looks out of place. Looks messy. Just keep it. You know what? If we really need to go back to add those dark pixels, we will. But I know I'm breaking the law right now. I am not going to include them at this moment. I'm a little bit more preoccupied in making sure all of these are using the newer version of this thing. Okay, and then so we have all green versions. Is this all green versions? Or are we missing one? What are we missing? The arrow? The arrow. Yeah, it just looks off. Where? Okay, the arrow, that is correct. This is correct. That is correct. This is correct. The only difference was the lights. So if I bring up our vanilla textures here, I can double check everything. So we've got the command block, chain command block conditional bottom. Wait, so that, and then here are these lights. Did I do the lights correctly here? I kind of can't tell. Looks like they are. Yeah, okay. So that side's done. The back. Oh my gosh. Is the back a different? Yeah, okay. So let's put this there and then, okay, yeah, looks like the colors are, oh wait, I'm on the wrong texture. Yeah, that one's slightly wrong. Okay. So let me quickly fix that. This one. So, okay, copy that. Boom. Line this up. Okay, that is now done. This is obviously done. This is done because it's vanilla. We can get that out of there. This can leave, and this can leave. Okay, cleaning up our Photoshop a bit here. This, is this what we started with? No, okay, so wait, so let's copy this one over. Primer, you're gonna make a texture of the end gateway. Are you talking about the like space vibe inside of it? I don't think you can change that with the texture pack. Change the lights on the other sides. Yep, I'm moving through them. Xanax sent a super chat a minute ago, but I missed it. Ooh, I gotta fix my chat situation. It is so hard to see things. Huh, what was the super chat, Xanax? Oh. Thank you for the $7. Question, which texture has got you crashing out to make so far, like the most difficult, tedious thus far? I'm not gonna lie. This one. Like, actually. It might just be because I work a little bit less efficiently when I'm live, because I kind of gotta talk to you guys at the same time. But, yeah, this is taking us a lot longer. I thought this would be a fast texture, but oh my gosh, there's just so many variations and there's so many like little tiny details. And again, it's not like I can just throw up a YouTube video and just knock it out because I'm on live with you guys. So I kind of gotta yap a bit and you know, get into detail with stuff, and it just takes a little bit longer. I'm just worried about my poor editor who's gonna have to make a video out of this, and it's gonna be like 6 hours of command block footage. Let me move this back up here. Will you ever do a survival series? I'd kind of like to. I mean, would you guys actually want that? I think it could be cool because I know some people, you know, I show off the textures sort of one by one, but I think some people are interested in seeing the textures in like actual gameplay. Would you guys watch a survival live stream with a pack on? Does your second monitor not rotate 90 degrees so you can have it in portrait for chat? The problem is that I just changed the multi-chat program that I use, and it doesn't have a specific window that I can look at, so I kind of got to look at the one in OBS. And then also that one is not very large, so I can easily miss super chats. And I'm also streaming on there's technically 3 streams going on right now, so it's just, it's a lot. This is also, I'm copying the wrong one. Would you make a server if you did a survival live stream? I actually do have a server. It is play.primemods.net if you guys want to hop on there. I think we've got a lot of custom plugins and stuff, so it isn't exactly vanilla. Okay, I think we're done. back in game. Let's see how this works. This looks, and this one will be faster because, you know, we fixed a lot of problems converting this over to the oxidized command block. I predicted that you will have over 2 million subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. That would be awesome. We'll see about that though. I think we're getting close to 250,000, close to 250. Thank you, PJOO, for the €5, I believe. Keep the good vibes. It always makes me happy to see you've uploaded a new video. Hi from Spain. Glad that you are enjoying, and hello from the United States. Okay. So... Oh, wait. I forgot I just reloaded this. I got a little bit confused. So... Man, why I am lagging out? Oh, because... What is going on? Is this Foxy? Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, I had Voxy turned off and then Voxy turned on and it was just destroying my computer. Yeah, sorry about that. What the lag? Yeah, waiting until you guys are back. Better? Okay, wow. We started lagging so much that it got to prime. Holy lag. Yeah, I think things should be better now. It was Voxy turned on. Okay. Back to business. Looks like we're done here with the chain command block, which leaves just the repeating command block. So let's wait, is the stream still frozen? I'm gonna wait until I can hear that the stream is frozen on YouTube. It's just frozen. Stream is frozen. Let's see. YouTube is still stuttering. I'm gonna hang out here for a sec. I saw somebody was talking about a sponsorship. If you have any business inquiries, you can DM me on Discord. And we can chat about it. It's a PowerPoint. Oh my gosh. RedOp is lagging. Wait, I'm just making sure. Are we... Wait, let me like move my hand around so I can see what's going on here. Is the stream better or what's going on? Please message me on Discord. The chat is working, but not the camera on YouTube. Just reload the stream. Unfrozen? Okay. Okay, weird. I saw somebody sent a super chat. Thank you, Stefan, for the 11 euros. Do you prefer Red Bull or Monster? You guys would think, you know, based on my sort of aesthetic, that I would be a white Monster kind of guy. And I am. I don't know what happened lately. Like, I used to drink white Monster all the time, specifically the like white flavor. I don't know what the actual flavor is. But lately, like, I don't know if my frontal lobe is developing or something. It's just kind of too much. It's a little bit like too acidic. I don't know. So I've kind of switched over to Red Bull lately. I'm talking about the front page on Planet Minecraft for my texture pack, and I know show off the tools and mainly the most used items, but I don't know what to show off, and Nether will be a surprise. I remember back, I used to post on Planet Minecraft, oh my gosh, a long time ago. And I would also used to post on the Minecraft forum. I'm not sure really what those places are like anymore because my pack isn't even on those. I'm only on CurseForge and Modrinth, and most of my views though come from other platforms. So if you're looking for ways to get on the front page, I think it's best to get just to increase your views on your pack, and the best way to do that is posting on social media. So like you don't have to do videos, but maybe like posts on Instagram, or people do Twitter. I was never, oh well, I suppose X now. I was never a big I never really got into it. Okay, so we've got our blocks here, and now I'm just gonna do the same sort of thing. Prime, have you done waxed, oxidized, cut copper stairs? I have. I've done all of the copper. Kind of. I think the one copper that oh my gosh. The one copper that I haven't done is the bars, or the chains, and the trapdoors. Copper's just a pain though, because you have to do each like oxidized version is its own variant. So it just takes a long time. Kind of like this. A lot like this actually, where there's just 1,000 different textures for like one block. What do you think about the new baby mobs? I think they are cute. I know the update's getting a bit of hate though, just because it's not a whole lot of features. I don't know. What do you guys think about the what do they call it? They just announced the name of the update. Are we liking that update or no? Okay, now that I've been put on to the fact that the lights are different colors depending on the side and depending on the variation, I am gonna have to copy them in like that. Although the colors are in the same spot, like there's green in the corner on all the blocks. I really think they just swapped up the frames so that if you have multiple command blocks next to each other, they're not like all blinking at the same time. They're a little bit asynchronous, which I suppose just makes it look better. That update sucks. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up too much with it. I feel like it was just baby mobs and golden dandelion, right? They didn't add like any like actual, yeah, tiny takeover, that's what it's called. They didn't add like any actual features, right? I do think, and especially from somebody who is neck deep in textures all the time, I do think it's cool that the baby mobs have their own models and stuff. I think that the like shrunk down versions of the normal models were kind of so I think it's an improvement. I know some people are wanting like more content rich updates, so I understand that people are a little upset perhaps. Golden dandelion, wasn't that like a meme? How would you feel if Mojang redid all of their textures? Well, they did, if you guys remember. I forget what update they did that though. But I do remember when they redid all of the textures, and a lot of pack creators, well, most pack creators aren't based off the vanilla textures, of course, so it didn't really matter. But those that were kind of split into two camps of people who were either just going to ignore it and keep all their textures vanilla, and those who were going to update to like the new style, the like Japa update. And this pack had not been worked on until that texture update was done. That's I started this when that had already happened, so luckily I didn't face that crisis of having to like fix everything. Maple Leaf says for 1.21.11 the glass is broken. Yeah, I think that's that update broke a lot of shader packs. It's not something with the pack, so it's nothing I can fix, but I think shader pack creators are going to have to fix it. Like, I use BSL and it's still broken in my game. I don't know if there was like a, if he's released a new version of BSL that fixes it yet. Favorite block I textured? Probably the, I got a lot of favorites. I really like the resin stuff. The resin stuff is cool and like glowy. I have videos on that if you want to check that out. All right, so we are just making our way along here to all these different sides of command blocks. OMG, hit YouTuber Prime Mod. What the flip? Macro celebrity over here. Can you get it on a phone? Not right now, but it is coming to Bedrock, so it will be on phones. You're going to be hiding the voice chat textures as well. I don't really know what that means. Mob retexturing when? After blocks and items, depending. I'm definitely going to finish blocks before anything else. I feel like that is the biggest, the most important thing that needs to be done. What do you mean the black glass is broken? I don't see anything wrong with it. It was just breaking on certain shader packs, I think. On certain shader versions. Dried gas? No, I haven't. I think I will probably do the dried gas before mobs because it is like technically a block. Maybe. I haven't really decided on it. It's kind of like the fact that I've done the shulker already because I had to texture the shulker boxes. Does Bedrock include console? Yes. What font do you use in your texture pack? I use a font that I created. It's kind of just like what I'm doing here. I just made like an HD version of the vanilla font. I think it turned out pretty good. The problem is though, because it's not like a legit font, it does not cover like foreign characters. So it's just English stuff, which I don't know, that would take a long time to do. I'm not really sure yet how to handle that. Okay, so we're done with the top. Finally, we have the conditional side. And then this is the last side of different command block textures. And then I think we're gonna take a look at it, you know, regroup for a sec. I'll probably check how long this stream has been going on. I really don't want to have to make a part 3 of this if I don't have to. And we'll check out doing PBR. That could be interesting. Okay, I almost forgot about this little outline. Okay, pink, dark purple, and then finally that color. Okay. Let's save this. And I think I'm gonna reload this. We should have all faces of all the command blocks completed. Synth, we've 2 hours. We've been live for 2 hours. Are you going to end stream when you finish this color? I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. So I'm just going to give a quick little look over on each of these. So we have, yes, this command block, and that one's looking good. We have the chain one. That one is looking good. And then finally we have the repeating one, which is also looking good. Okay. Let me think. 2 hours. I started kind of late tonight. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking we might have to do a third stream where we do the PBR. I just don't want to rush it. I could do it tonight, but you know, I might like rush it. And like, I like how each one of these streams we've been able to take our time and make sure everything really looks good. Are you gonna make them specular metal looking? Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, we'll have to be on the next stream. I love purple. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd love to get it done today. We just ran into so many little hangups this stream that I was really not expecting us to run into. Yeah, I have to go to bed. Yeah, it's probably late in some of your guys' places. Okay, yes. Well, you know what? I think we are going to wrap up the stream. I do think we got a lot of progress, though. The first stream, we spent about 3 hours just texturing each side of these blocks. Did I get another donation here? Axolotl Attack. Thank you, Xanax, for the $13.99. I lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, so we got all the sides textured, and then this stream and the biggest issue there was getting these squares to line up, but we figured that out. Man, that took a while. And then this was just supposed to be copying these things over, but then we ran into issues with that, but we got that done. So next stream, I'll come in, I'll be fresh, and we'll be able to focus just on doing the PBR. It'll be good. Because again, if I did it right now, it's sort of rushing it. But we can have a whole stream just on PBR. We can, if you guys are planning on being on the next stream, take this time to think about kind of what you think I should do. I'll be looking in chat and seeing what we could do. There's lots of different effects in the pack. Like we can get really metal looking stuff like the iron blocks. I don't know if we're going to want it to be as reflective as that. We can also have subsurface scattering like with this, where like light kind of bleeds through the edges. So I'm not really sure what material this is made out of. But if you guys think about this and then in next stream, kind of let me know what you think I should do. We can make this block look pretty awesome, as well as the 3D. I'm not really sure how exactly to handle that, but I think it'll be cool. Maybe I'll be there. Okay. When is going to be the next stream? Tomorrow. I'm going to stream tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, guys. Next stream is tomorrow. It will be probably around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will try to make an announcement about it, make a Discord. Yeah, I'm probably going to make a Discord channel for it. If you guys want to join my Discord, it's discord.gg/primemods, all one word. All this stuff is linked in like my bio. If you want to check out the pack, primemods.net. And yeah, I think that I will see you guys in the next one, which will be tomorrow. I expect to see every one of you there. All right, let's end this.